Testing. So I'm on my way to pick up a complete set of vintage Team Rocket. Now, in the main set, there's 82 cards with an 83rd card for the Dark Raichu. This set does include the Dark Raichu as well. How it also differs in terms of a normal Team Rocket set is that the Dark Dragonite and the Dark Blastoise is a first edition card. So that's pretty cool. Now, I managed to get him down to 1600 AUD. The last sold on eBay for an equivalent without the first edition cards is 1400. So the last sold on eBay went for 1400 without those two first edition cards. So I figured, 1600, an extra $200 more for the two first edition cards seems pretty reasonable and fair. He agreed to that. The original price he listed for was actually 2,500 AUD, which was bonkers. So luckily he agreed to 1600, so I'm happy with that. I'm on my way now. It's about 40 minutes from my home, ready to pick it up. Pretty keen to check out the condition. Apparently in the ad, he's saying that all cards have hardly been touched. So yeah, that actually looks promising. Like there could be some potentials for some PSA 10s in there. Who knows? I'll make sure to investigate the condition and take out the high value cards of the binder to suss the back and the front. But yeah, hoping that there's some PSA 10 potential. Right now, everyone is focused on, the buyouts that's happening for all modern sets. So Destined Rivals had a buyout like 2 days ago. Paradox Rift is having a buyout as we speak. Vintage is taking a bit of a backseat right now to price appreciation, which is kind of nice to see. Obviously, we're in a bull market, so it's always a bit risky to buy now. But in terms of the micro trend, it is a good time to buy, I'd say, a vintage pack of Team Rocket, just because, everyone's focused on ultra modern. Hasn't really moved. The vintage stuff hasn't really moved for a few weeks. But that's how I'm justifying this purchase. The fun fact of the day is that Dark Raichu Secret Rare, the 83rd card out of the 82 in the set, is actually the first Secret Rare that Pokemon TCG ever printed. Obviously a WotC, Wizards of the Coast. That's pretty cool to know that it was the first Secret Rare ever printed. I don't even know the comps on that Dark Raichu. I'll probably I'll suss the comparables when I get home. I'm a little unsure on what I'm going to do with a set, whether I submit some of the holos for grading and then sell, because I'm not really a fan, or I'm not really a collector of slabs. Once I get a slab, I normally sell it. I love raw cards. So depending, if condition is minty, then it's probably worth getting the holos graded. Otherwise, depending on what I feel, I'd probably, dig down. I'd probably just want to keep the whole set, just hold on to it, appreciate the artwork. This place is pretty far now, but you got to do what you got to do for some good old vintage Pokemon cards. Even with this massive Pokemon boom that we're seeing right now, the market is still pretty illiquid, meaning that, the average person has the capability to, the average person has the capability to move the market, essentially. Like if I looked at last eBay solds, I literally just saw one within the last 6 months of a vintage Team Rocket set that sold, So the benefits is that, you know, now that I'm getting a cash deal, it's in my local city. There's no recollection of how much I paid for this. And it just takes a couple of buyers to move the prices. So that's something that's very, you know, different to what I'm used to. Being a crypto trader, investor, you know, for the last 7-8 years, most of the market moves based on the big dogs, the people pouring in, you know, millions of dollars into a particular crypto coin. But this, yeah, it's completely different. But yeah, meeting someone in your local city for a deal like this, you know, a high ticket deal like this, is just so beneficial because, you know, you're paying a cash price. The person doesn't have to ship it. Normally they're reluctant in shipping because they don't trust Australia Post. You know, there's the postage charges. Hey man, how's it going? That's good. Are these your personal collection?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And now, because bull market, you're just selling?
Not really. Like I've sort of had them in storage for like over 15 years, sort of thing. So,
oh yeah.
I didn't realise I had so many sets. Yeah, I'm not really that attached to these sets.
Aren't you? Yeah.
I like the sort of the original 3 sets, so I'll hang on to them.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Like base sets.
Yeah.
Yeah. For example, like, can I fill that Dragonite?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Happy days, man.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Easy.
Nice one.
All right. Yeah. All right. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Cheers. See ya. Okay. I got the goods. Now, yeah, he gave me this vintage folder. So we've got Dark Alakazam, Dark Arbok, Dark Blastoise, first edition. This is the first edition Dragonite as well. All cards are actually pretty good. Like, look at that. Look at the back of them as well. The only one that's not the best condition is that Dark Raichu Secret Rare there. Because if you look at the back, just a bit of whitening. But you know what? There's nothing really much to complain about. It's just not going to get a PSA 10, that one. But yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with this set. Like, particularly the condition. I'd say he seemed pretty legit. Like, he was a guy probably my age. He said that it was for his personal collection. He had a number of other sets as well that he collected. And he, I think, sold one other set. I can't remember which one it was. And he's keeping the fossil set that he's got. But yeah, he didn't really know too much about what he had as well, which was kind of like, he seemed a bit legit. And I rocked up to his house. You could tell it was his house as well. Nothing seemed too dodgy. So yeah, pretty happy with this deal. I got a pretty minty set, so this would be good just to you know, appreciate the artwork. Sit down on a Sunday morning, sipping your coffee, looking at those beautiful Pokemon cards. Keen for that. Now for the 43-minute drive back home. So yeah, as we can see here, now that the folder's home on the workstation, the cards are in really good condition. Like, look at that Dragonite, for example. We turn over, we suss the back, and boom, look at that. Like, I don't know, that's a PSA 9. All of these are really good. Look at that Dark Machamp. What a champ. Dark Slowbro. Dark Magneton. Looking on the back. Yep. A bit of whitening there. But pretty good condition. So yeah, overall really happy with this folder. He even put it in a real retro 1999 throwback folder. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking I do first. Now, due to the fact that the 2 first edition cards are in such minty condition. I'm thinking I grade them. So I just grade the two first editions. I honestly think this would get at most a PSA 9. Centering isn't that great, but like there's hardly no damage. Like a tiny bit of whitening there, but yeah, hardly no damage. If we look at the Dark Blastoise, this is in even better condition. First edition as well. We turn it around, and yep, centering isn't the best, but mint. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll get these two graded. Perhaps, I don't know, might look at selling them and then rebuy the Dark Blastoise and the Dark Dragonite, but just in the unlimited versions. So then at least the whole set is uniform and standardized, if you know what I mean. That's what I'm thinking right now, but my mind could change anytime.